Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Yolanda and I am a zero-based cash budgeter. In today's video, I'm doing a budget with me for my last paycheck for the month of December. Today is Christmas Eve, December 24th, and I got paid yesterday, the 23rd. And I just wanted to do a quick budget with me before the year ended, because my next paycheck would be until the January 7th because I get paid bi-weekly. So I'm just gonna move this aside, put this over here. This is my calculator. Okay, I went too far. Okay, we are in December. I put my last budget sheet in my January so that I can refer back to it when I'm budgeting my first paycheck for January. And here we are. Okay. Just gonna move this aside because we don't need it yet. So this is my budget sheet. I've showed you guys this in my previous videos. I did make some changes to the categories and I already filled in the stickers. That's why you see that it's highlighted differently, because I just put stickers over the sheet. And I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit so that you guys can see. In my last video, I showed you guys I did a cash stuffing, but before that I did a budget breakdown for all the money that I had unstuffed, and I showed you guys the different categories that I had added and what I had taken out. And for this paycheck, I'm going to I mentioned a while ago, and I didn't do that for my unstuffing video, that for my regular pay I do the 70-20-10 breakdown, which is 70% goes towards expenses, 20% goes towards savings, and 10% goes towards investing. And then for my overtime pay or any extra income that I get, I do the 70-20-10 rule in reverse. So 70% will go towards investments because I really want to focus on investments this year. 20% will still go towards savings, and I'm putting that towards savings challenges mostly, as opposed to a direct deposit into my bank account. And then 10% would go towards expenses, and it's usually not that much, so I usually put it in my cash envelopes, and that's about it. So for this paycheck, my regular income, I'll zoom in just a little bit more, was $1,000, and this was on the 23rd, and this is regular, and I'm just gonna put OT there, $242. And for my overtime, it was $394. You can just look at your pay stub to see what your breakdown is. My job breaks it down for the regular pay and the overtime pay, and I just pull out the taxes from it, and that's about it. Usually I try to do as much overtime as possible, especially in the new year. But because my schedule has been a little bit off with my mom passing, I didn't do a lot of overtime. But I usually, for 2022, I'm gonna prepare it better in regards to my savings challenges, because I do want to put a lot of money towards savings challenges, and I want to invest more into savings challenges and put money towards investing. And since I'm doing the 70-20-10 for my overtime hours, I can actually budget that out. So see how much I want to put towards that investments and savings challenge for that week, so that I can know for when I get my paycheck, it's a little bit heavier than it usually would be. So let's just get into this. For rent, I usually put it on the first. Con Edison, which is my electricity, is not coming out until the 4th. Verizon, which is my internet, is not coming out until the 3rd. Apple comes out on the 1st, but the 1st is a holiday, so they're probably going to take it out on the 3rd. Same with Shopify. And savings, I do an automatic transfer every paycheck. But I actually canceled that because I had I mentioned to you guys that I have a little bit of a debt, so instead of I'm still paying things off, and I haven't really did a total because me and my sister kind of went with it halfways, and so we still buying stuff like the headstone, and then the actual property for the grave. You have to pay for the cement that goes above the grave. And we haven't really picked out a headstone or anything like that, so I stopped the payment, my last payment for December 24th, because I ended up having to take money out of my savings account, so it didn't really make sense to do that automatic transfer and then have to pull money out of my savings, because it limits you to the amount of how many times you could pull money out of your savings account. So I just stopped that transfer. But I am going to leave and transfer at the end of the month or after everything gets settled $248, or I might just use these for savings challenges for rent, and that would be the 10%, the 20% of the 242. So I just filled it in automatically. My rent is going to be $325, and this is just my portion. My husband usually automatically gives me his first paycheck, but he didn't get paid yet, so I'm just going to budget out $325. Con Edison, I usually put $75, but I'm putting $62 for this paycheck because when you guys see my cash stuffing, you'll see that it's actually stuffed for about 2 months, so I'm comfortable but only putting $62 in it. Verizon is $80 a month, so I'm putting $40. And Apple is $3. Shopify is getting $20. And I'm just gonna total this up. And you see I didn't total my regular and my overtime because I'm budgeting it separately, because the breakdown is different. So $325 plus 62 plus 40 plus 3 plus 20 plus 2, 48. And that gives me a total of $698. And with that subtracted from the 120.42, I have $544 to break down into my cash stuffing, cash envelopes, my short-term sinking funds, and my long-term sinking funds. Okay. Now for my cash envelopes. My cash envelopes are, I should put the month of December. And this is from the 23rd, which is really the 25th until the 7th, because I got paid early because the 1st was a holiday. So 23rd, the 25th is a holiday to the 1st, to the 7th, actually, in January. Amazon monthly, which is my Amazon subscription, is getting $100, and that's usually cat food. My cats eat specific food, and I can usually get them from Amazon and Chewy, but they've been out of stock for the last couple of months, which is why the money is still sitting there. So I've been having to go to like other stores to purchase it. Beauty is getting $5. Eating out is getting $10, and I'm putting less in it because I think it already has $100 in there, and I'm trying for 2022 not to eat out as much as possible. So my goal is to only eat out once a month. So that's why I'm trying to limit the funds that are in that envelope. Entertainment is getting $5. Giving is getting $2. Groceries is getting $50. Hubby is getting $5. Laundry is getting $10. Miscellaneous is getting $5. My spending envelope is getting 15. I'm gonna give myself 15. Toiletries will get 10. Metro is getting 50. And I usually put so my monthly pass is $127. I split that in two. So this month I'm only putting $50 in it because we have another holiday, and I'm not going into the office as much, so I'm just budgeting out $50 for this paycheck. Uber is getting $0. So I'm just gonna quickly total this up. Wait, I can just total this 100. So 5, 15, 20, 2. Plus 55, 65, 70, plus 25, plus 50. And this totals up to $267, which leaves me $277 left for my sinking funds. And so now we're going to start with my short term. I'm just going to quickly fill this in. December. And this is for the 23rd to the 7th, which is my next paycheck. Alcohol is getting $0. Dollar Tree is getting $5. Electronics is getting $5. And this is my short-term sinking funds for electronics. And I usually just use it to buy ink and paper because I work partly remotely from home. Hobbies is getting $0. Investments is getting $124. And I told you guys that I want to focus heavily on investments and savings this year. Macari is getting $0. Passport, I believe, is fully funded, so it's getting $0. My pet fund is getting $20. Church is getting $10. Life insurance, I'm going to give it $5. Medical, I'm going to give it $10. And new apartment is getting $50. And so I'm going to do 510 plus 124 plus 20. 60. I think I did that wrong. So 5, 10, 30, 45, 55, 179. So my total is 179. And subtracted from the 277. I have $98 left, and that's to break up into my long-term sinking funds. I'm not really focusing on my long-term sinking funds for this paycheck, only because you're going to see me skip a bunch of categories. So Black Friday and Christmas, I'm not starting until the new year, so I'll fund that with my next paycheck. Binder supplies is getting $0 because I just got new envelopes. Birthday is getting $5. The next birthday that I have coming up is in February. But I think I have some funds in there. Black Friday is getting skipped. Christmas is getting skipped. Clothing, at least for now, because I might use the money that I have I took out automatically, the 20% into the 248 into my Christmas or Black Friday sinking funds, but I haven't decided that yet. Clothing is getting $10. My emergency fund is getting skipped, and I believe that has $2,100 in it. So I have my regular emergency fund, which is in my high yield savings account, and since it already reached the $2,100, my next emergency fund that I'm going to be focusing on is my 3 to 6 month, and that's in my savings challenge envelopes, savings challenge binders. So that's why I'm not putting anything into my emergency fund at the moment. Gifts is getting $5. Glasses is getting $5, and I have some time to build that up because I'm not looking to get new glasses until the end of next year, and I'm hoping to get $500 into that, but I'm not gonna start heavily stuffing it until later on. Holidays is getting $5 only because New Year's is coming up. Home improvement is getting $7. Kira is getting $5, and Kira is my cat. Level up is my future envelope, and that's getting $10. New car is getting $5. It's not a priority for me. I had a discussion with my husband, and we don't plan on getting, I don't plan on getting a new car by 2022. In 2022, especially since we're moving, I told him that we're overextending ourselves if that's going to be another goal. It's not a priority for me completely, because even if we get a new car, a new vehicle, and have that loan taken out, I will still have to buy my monthly. So it's just an added expense, and I don't think we need it at the moment. I think that our main project for this year should be into moving, and not necessarily getting a car. New tech is getting $10, and that's because I want to save up for an iPad. Subscriptions is getting $5. VS Sphere is getting skipped. Vacation. I think I over budgeted. Let's see. It's 5 plus 10 plus. I didn't. Plus 10. And I'm at $82 for this. And I'm supposed to have 98. So let me just double check that number. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 7, 47, 57, 67, 77, 84 minus 98. I have $14 left, and the $14 I'm going to split it. I'll change Kira to $10. And then I have $9 left. I'm going to change clothing to $15. And then put the $4 into the VS Fair. So $4. And that should bring me to 98. And I'm just going to quickly do a budget for my overtime. So for my overtime pay, you guys know I do the 70 20 10. So for the $394 times 0.70, I'm going to put $275 into investments. So this is plus 275. So for investments for this paycheck, I'm putting a total of $399, probably rounded up to $400. And then for savings, it's gonna be 20%, so $394 times 20, and that'll be $78. And I'll just put that towards, I'm gonna round up, put that towards savings challenges, $79. And my last would be the expenses, which would be the remainder, and I think it's $40, so it's $394. Yeah, it's $40 because it's $394 times 40, and that's wrong. $394 times, so $39.40 would go towards expenses. And I think I'm just gonna quickly fill that in here. I'm gonna put plus 20, so new apartment would be $40, and 40 plus pet fund, I'll give it another 10, so that'll make it 30, and then I have $10 left over. I'm gonna put $10 into groceries because I only gave it $50, so $60 plus groceries, so it's 50 plus 10. And that's it. That's my zero-based budgeting. I'm going to do a separate video with my savings challenges because I still have to choose one more savings challenge that I'm going to do for the year if I decide to do another one. There are a bunch that I'm doing, and I think I did the breakdown in my last video, but I just wanted to quickly show you guys my budget planner for the beginning of the year. And oh, here we go. So my budget planner for 2022, and there's my vision board. So I selected a whole bunch of savings challenges, and I'm not going to do them at the same time. I'm just going to do them periodically throughout the year. And so I'm doing the $5, the $1 savings challenge, the payday challenge, the 100 envelope challenge, the 100 envelope challenge, but in $5 increments, the 52-week challenge, but since I get paid bi-weekly, it would be the 26-week challenge. And I only have the 52-week challenge is because I'm going to try to get another source of income, and I'll figure I'll just get paid on the every other week. So it would be my regular income and my other side income as well. My Christmas challenge, which my budget would be $1,000. My 3 to 6 month challenge, and I have an envelope for that. My Black Friday challenge, I put $1,000 for this as well. But this Black Friday, I really wasn't into shopping, so I just bought one item, and I bought that in the beginning of November when Amazon posted their Black Friday deals. I have the 26 weeks challenge. My new apartment I have a savings challenge for that. But I'm just gonna stuff as much money as possible. I'm gonna do the hydrate or pay challenge from the Hands and Bands. every month so that I can start drinking more water. And the planner challenge, I'll probably start this one in June, or whenever the mom life restarts that challenge. It's only about 400 and something dollars for last year. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay the same or change. And then there are a couple of small challenges that I got from the Budget Mom, which is an online shopping challenge where every time you spend $5, you put $5. Well, sorry, every time you place an order online, you put $5 into the online shopping challenge. And I just figured if I place an order for, let's say, Walmart, and I'm ordering groceries from Walmart, I'll just pull that $5 out of the grocery envelope. That way I'm not really budgeting for this challenge. The same thing goes for except for the evens and odds challenge. I'll probably end up pulling this out of my personal envelope every day because it's not a weekly challenge, it's a daily challenge, similar to the hydrate or pay, where every even day of the month you'll put $1, every even day you'll put $2, every odd day you'll put $1. So at the end of every day, if I don't spend anything, I'll just go into my personal envelope and pull out the $2 or the $1, whichever it is. Save the date was her November challenge, but I'm going to try to do this multiple times throughout the year, which is for an entire month you'll save the date. It's similar to the 1 to 30 day challenge where every day you'll just pull out the date. So $1 on the first of the month you'll pull out $1, the second of the month you'll pull out $2, and so on and so on and so on. And I'll probably do the same thing that I do with the evens and odds challenge, where at the end of the day, I'll just pull that money out of my personal envelope, because I can kind of manage how I spend my money personally, like money that I allocate for myself. I find it hard to, not hard, but where I overspend, it's usually for something else, usually for the household, usually for the pets. And then I always end up taking that money out of my envelope. So I'm going to try do better in regards to staying within my budget for those categories, especially the pets or the home, or staying within those categories. That way I'm not pulling money out of my personal envelope, and I can put the money that I have in my personal envelope towards savings challenges, so that at the end of the year I do have more money put towards savings, because I can pretty much control myself when I'm spending something for myself, as opposed to when I'm spending something for someone else or for something else. And that's about it. I chose a couple of other challenges, savings balance charts, so like my iPad savings tracker, but the iPad's not really a priority for me because I already have a laptop, but I do really want to get a new one. And then I also have this one more challenge that I have left, and this is from Hands and Bands as well. And I want to do this challenge as well. She has 4 sheets, and I'm trying to complete all 4 sheets by June, so that I can redo the challenge, and so I can do it twice this year. So I'll show you guys the new sheets. She sent it in a beautiful envelope, and when the package came, I just ripped it open. I gave a set to my sister, and I also challenged my husband to also try to do a set for himself, to see whether or not he can save something. And I was just letting him know at the end of the year, you can just take that money and spend it on whatever you want, even though it is a savings challenge. But when you want to, at the end of the year, we usually make a large expense, and you know, at Christmas and holidays and stuff like that. And I figured this will be the best way to do that. But he does want to do the 26-week challenge, and I printed him out a copy. This is the planner challenge and the funds for the planner challenge. And I know it ended, but I haven't really gotten a chance to counting the money and to placing orders. And I know that the sales are probably ended, but I'm going to place the order for the small Etsy shops that were participated. Anyway, whether or not it's on sale or anything like that. Whether or not there's a discount or anything like that. I'm just going to pull these out. And that is it. That is what my budget with me for my last paycheck of the year, actually, not December, of year 2021. And I'm filming this on the 24th, Christmas Eve. So happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody, to those that celebrates it. And you're not gonna hear back from me, or I'm not gonna record another video except for my cash stuffing video. which I'll probably record later today. But you're not gonna hear from me before New Year's, so I just want to say Happy New Year's to everybody, and I want to thank everybody for their support. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'm sorry I have to go. If I mentioned to you guys, Akira has a cast and I hear her getting up right now, and so I usually have to follow her when she's moving around the house because she would just lay in the middle of the floor somewhere, and so I gotta go catch her before she does anything silly. But usually she's getting up to go eat and I haven't fed her yet, so I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and also consider subscribing to this channel. The last couple of months have been a little bit crazy for me, but I'm going to try to be consistent in regards to posting videos every Saturday, whether or not it's a cash stuffing or budget with me, possibly 2 videos on Saturday, because then I'll just record the night before, edit, and then post a video on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.